So hello, good morning. I'm Sijixvan Sulmilio from 3BS ABB, and today we will have a tutorial on using spreadsheet or Microsoft Excel for calculating. So first you should open your spreadsheet that is available on your laptop, and as you can see I already have my data, so we can proceed. So for adding, we will first start with equal sign, then parentheses, then click to the value you want to add, then add the plus sign for adding, and the next value you need, and you just press enter, and you'll find the sum of the two values. So for subtracting, you'll just do the same, equals parentheses minus the value, then minus, then the next value, and you'll have your the difference between the two values. In multiplying, should do the same, equals the number, and you should use the asterisk symbol, and then the next value, and you just press enter, and that's the sum of 91 and 83. In dividing, just do the same method, click the value, use the slash sign in your keyboard, and then click the next value you want to divide and enter. So for sum, we will put equals, then type sum, parentheses, then click and drag to the numbers that you want to add, and just press enter. So that's the sum of all these numbers. So the minimum, we will just put equals, type minimum, parentheses, and click and drag to the whole chart of numbers, and just press enter, and you'll get the minimum of all these numbers. So the minimum is 76, so that's the lowest grade that they get. And for maximum, we'll just do the same, type max, parentheses, click and drag, and you'll get the maximum number. So the highest grade is 99 that David got. Also, in adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing, you can do it manually. So you just put the equals, then type the number you want to add, then the plus sign and the next number, so on, and you will get the answer. Same in subtracting and dividing. So we'll proceed to count. Count is, we'll use the equal signs, type count, parentheses. So count can count the number of cells that has numbers in it. So we'll click and drag to the table and press enter. So you can see there's only 30 cells that has numbers in it, and it didn't include the ones with names and letters and words rather. Uh, So we'll proceed to count A. So count A is the same as count, but it includes words. So type equals parenthesis count A parentheses. So we'll click and drag to the table and press enter. So overall there's 42 cells with value and words. So as let's try, I'll type my name, and it will increase. So there's 43 cells that has value or words in it. So let's proceed to average. So let me type average, and we'll get the average of the grades of each student. So we'll put equals, type average, parentheses, then click and drag to the values of the grade of Vance. So let's press enter. So he got an average of 83.83, and we can use this method to make our work fast. We can just click and drag to the cells that has values in it, and we'll get the average of all these students. So that's the easy way of solving the average. You can just click and drag. The same as for adding this. Let's try for this sum. Sum, parentheses. Let's click this and let's add that all and boom, that's the sum of this all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these 5 grades. So we can just click at the corner, then drag for the then drag and you'll get the sum of all these columns. So that's the easy way of solving using the Microsoft spreadsheet or Excel. Median. So median is the value in the middle. So let's get the median of Van's grade. So let's type median, parentheses, click and drag, then press enter. So that's the middle value of Van's grade. So we can just click and drag the corner of the box of the cell. So we'll get the median of all these numbers. So proceed with concatenate. So concatenate is to connect the two cells in one cell. So let's try type concatenate, then parentheses. So let's connect the my name and the comma to my average to put it together in one cell. So press enter. So that's it, my name and my average, and we can just drag it down to get the average and name of all these 5 students. So that's it. We'll get the concatenate. Let's proceed with COUNTIF. So COUNTIF will count the number of the same amount. So let's say equals COUNTIF parentheses. So we'll find this is the range, the grades of the students, and let's say the criteria we're finding is the grade 86. So there will be 486 among the grades of the students. So that's COUNTIF. Next is VLOOKUP. So set VLOOKUP. So the purpose of this is it is the easy way to find the, let's say we'll find the average of Gerald. So instead of looking at the table, we'll just use equals, type VLOOKUP, parentheses, the name of Gerald. Let's click the name of Gerald, the table array. So let's click and drag to the table, parentheses, the column index, and let's click average. Then let's find the exact match. So click exact match and press enter. So the average of Gerald is 87%. So that's the easy way of finding the average instead of looking it manually. Next is SUMIF. So SUMIF is to sum all the value that we have of the same person. So let's say I already type 2 Nicoles and its value. So let's say equals SUMIF parentheses. So the range, this will be the range, the whole table, and the grades or the scores or anything. The criteria is we click the name. So Nicole, and the sum range. So we'll click on the grades, we'll click and drag. So what we'll do is to add all the value that Nicole has. So press enter, and Nicole has 436. So if we add all Nicole's grade or scores, this will be the sum. So lastly, with current time, if we want to find the current time, we'll just click equals now, open and close parentheses, then press enter. So today is March 17, 2022, 12:30 p.m. and that's when I created this video. So that's all, ma'am. Thank you.